What's up, guys? DK. We are back to the breakdown of my speed run of Persona 5 Royal. Continue where we left off last time on the Akuma section. We defeated three bot battles. Now we're just gonna zoom through the rest of the palace. Let's go, go, go! Alright, so of course after you get the three keys, just go ahead and put it here. Okay, so the layout of this room is much different than it was in vanilla, but it's also a lot more easier to navigate. Just grab it right here. And we want to take the left path because there's an item over here that we want to get. I'm not actually sure if I need to get this because I usually have like two left, but you know, you never know. We're gonna get this. That's two magic mirrors, and we're not actually going to use those until we get to to like the last two bosses of the game before the final boss. It's gonna be a long time before I use that. That's like the third term and stuff like that. Okay, and here now. Got a couple of tricky dodges in here. The placements of these guards is indeed random, unfortunately. This first guard, this brain thing, it's usually in this spot right here, but on rare occasions it'll be in a different spot. You really don't have to worry about that one because after you trigger this cutscene right here, even if it's chasing you, it'll despawn. Shit. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Alright, just hit the switch. Run over here. Run straight by this guy. Now this is where you gotta be careful. That guard right there is completely random. You don't know where he's gonna be or which the rest he's gonna face. So are these guys. So you gotta quickly see them and react to them. Sometimes they'll both be like in the front room, and sometimes they'll both be in the back room. You gotta just look at the situation and see where they are and dodge them accordingly. Alright, this room here. For the most part, this room is exactly like it was in vanilla, but they made one minor change here. The layout is different too, but you're still pressing the button and running to the thing before the time runs out. Just run by that guy right there. Alright, so this time in Royal, there's another switch that we need to deactivate first. Just deactivate these lasers right here. Do that first. Then you know, do the lunch thing. This room is actually kind of annoying in vanilla because on your way back, there's gonna be one of those brain things right here in your way. It's kind of frustrating when he ambushes you. When you know. All right, and just go to the next room. Now this room is a different tune than it was in vanilla, but for the most part, exactly the same. All right, so guys, for those of you who don't care about super low times, and you want to use Ryuji more, in this room, there's his absolute best weapon. The weapon gives him +5 attack with the glitch that's +10 attack. You need a lockpick to get it, and I used to get it, but in all honesty, it's a lot faster to just buy a +3 attack weapon, and it's not going to change the outcome of the fight that I use him in at the end of the game. So it's not going to change the outcome of the fight against Yagabov. The the weapon is actually over here across the bridge. It's in a locked chest and it's being guarded by a Gear McCullough, but you can easily avoid him and open the chest. So all right, so just run over here. As long as you're quickly running through this like I am, you really shouldn't have to worry about these guards being in your way. Now, the one that's in this one right here might get in your way on rare occasions, but he usually doesn't. Now, make sure that you if you haven't auto healed by now, make sure that you auto heal so that Haru is at full HP before you trigger this boss fight here. That's very very important. Unless you're using triple down yourself, but only Haru has triple down. All right, so remember those items that we bought on TV? This is where we're gonna use most of them right here. Makoto always goes first. I'm gonna use the dry ice. I have two of these left, and I'm gonna use both of them here. Just baton pass to Haru and triple down. Yeah, I told you. I really think that they purposely made these guys not resist gun attacks anymore, just so that Haru can be useful. Okay, now that right there, I don't know why the hell this happens, but for some reason, after you use the first dry ice or whatever, and you triple down to Haru, when you do it again, it will automatically target another item, which is actually very frustrating. I don't know why it does that, but I've lost time because of that because I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, so I used both of my two remaining dry ices here so I can get rid of them and not have them on the screen because then you gotta scroll down more and stuff like that. After this fight, I don't have any more use for them because I'm gonna craft freeze sprays anyway. Alright, so for the third wave, I'm gonna use one of my four side wheels. And I got three left, and I'm gonna save the rest of my side wheels for Oberon later on in the game. As long as you raise Makoto's agility like I did, and you give her the agility plus armor, you really shouldn't get outspared. If you do get outspared for whatever reason, then it's gonna be a long fight, unfortunately, because they're gonna lower your attack and lower Haru's agility and stuff like that. So we don't want that. All right, really really important. Make sure you give her defense master. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here, so I don't have to move my skills around later on. Haru learns teacher con. That's also very important, of course. All right, and now for a room I really hate, especially in vanilla, but only if I don't have a smoke screen or a heat no miss by this point. Okay, now this room here, you can actually there's a switch over here that we can press, and then we can come back here and get two physical mirrors. However, since all three of my girls are gonna have a teacher charm, I don't need to do that. The only reason why you would do this is if you plan on fighting the boss in this area, which is Melchizedek, and you can reflect his physical attacks back at him and stuff like that. But you really don't need this. Alright, so I am very surprised that they didn't change the layout of this puzzle at all. Only thing they did was add a couple of crouching spaces, but this puzzle is exactly the same as it was in vanilla, and that's actually very very surprising. If they were gonna change anything, I thought for sure that they were gonna change this, but they didn't. It's exactly the same as it was in vanilla. That's weird. I guess they said that it's already complicated enough as it is, because a lot of people really hate this. But of course, we're speedrunners, so we can get through it pretty fast. Okay, so right here, um, if for some reason you don't have a hypno miss by now, you need to be really careful about avoiding guards in here. Um, but if you're following this route and you went to mementos, you should definitely have at least one or three of them. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do this without using a heat no miss. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why I'm doing that. Eventually, I just went ahead and decided to go ahead and use the fucking thing. But yeah, just toss a miss, and just so you ain't gotta worry about these guys. The main reason why you're let me get this switch. Futaba. The main reason why you're oh he despawned. The main reason why you're using a miss is not because of this guy right here. He's actually easy to avoid. Even when he's chasing you, you can easily quickly shadow dodge him. You're doing it because of this fucking thing right here. This thing is the reason why you're using a heat no miss. It is very annoying and vanilla. They want you to use these things here to avoid it, but we ain't doing all that. Fuck that. I'm gonna break this for a shot at some good loot, and I think the rainbow dice is worth a lot. Actually, like 2,000 or something. I don't know. I like how you can now fast forward through the space flying thing. Now you actually couldn't do that in vanilla. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, really careful. In here, didn't I grab the loot here? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, so what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm taking a few seconds to grab this loot. Dead, dead solar panel. The reason why I did that is because over here, you see that brain thing right there? I have to wait on him to walk this way and then turn around anyway. So while I'm waiting on him, I just took a little time to get that loot.
Be careful.
See, I got there so early. I have to wait for I have to wait for him to turn around so that he doesn't ambush me and stuff like that. I guess if you're really good, you can possibly shadow dodge him, but when I tried that, I got ambushed and it wasn't pretty. All right, just quickly run by this guy like that, and just complete the puzzle. Flip this Omega switch, Alpha Omega. All right, if you're fast enough, you should enter this room by the time he's going right here, and he'll be completely out of your way. If you pull the switch close to him, it will automatically despawn him. That doesn't happen in vanilla, so just keep that in mind. But you know,
There's an enemy. Be careful.
okay, now right here, this chest that's a Bama life. If you think you need it, go ahead and get it, but I don't need it, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it. Just save a couple of seconds.
Huh?
And we are done with the palace. All that's left now is the boss, but first we got a lot of preparation to do before we send the calling card. For starters, there's 4 fusions we have to knock out. Let me get this up though. Do 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 do. There's a lot chest over there, behind that wall, and it has pretty good armor. But I don't need it because Haru is actually equipped for the rest of the game for the most part. Only thing I'm gonna do is change her Regan around a little bit, but I don't even buy anything for Haru, anything like that, because she like rarely gets attacked.
I should write something.
I should write something. Okay, so as I said before, guys, the last fusion segment I had, make sure you. I don't think. Oh yeah, I don't think I need to register this time around. Yeah, I don't need to register anything because we are actually done with all of these personas for this of the game. So you noticed last time in Last Palace, I bought back Kinky and Regan and Bear because I need to leave with Bear. These 6 personas are exactly what I need to do my next fusion. So it just saves me a little bit of time of not having to, like, constantly buy things back and stuff like that. So in addition to having exactly what I need to get through the palace, I also have everything I need to do my fusions. So first we're gonna do Regan and Fuki for Kaiwan.
Looks quick
We're
selected.
making this guy for two reasons. The main reason why I'm using him is because he has this little thing right here, no psychic, and we will deal with that on the next episode. This right here is really really important. Also, the fact that he has 26 magic is another reason, but I'm mainly doing it for this right here. I could have used any persona I wanted, but this guy has a no psychic, so that comes into play later on.
The skills you'd like.
So we're gonna give him retaliate in the body. We don't need mighty gaze. We need this to pass it to another persona later on. No, no, no. We need this so that he finishes the boss off and gets a speed master. But we don't need. We really don't need that. In all honesty, in fact, Kaiwan. Okay, Valkyrie. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That's right. I use Arahabiki and Kaiwan to make Valkyrie, and Kaiwan makes Arahabiki. That's right. Yeah, I need to give him this right here, so I can pass it to the other personas I make. That's why I give him that. Otherwise, I would definitely give him Mighty Gaze, but no. But anyway, Magaru double shot and what the hell am I doing? Okay, wind boost and resist wind. Margaru is for this boss fight, and the Queen Mabs later on. Double shot is so I can pass it to Arahabiki here. Wind boost is for Margaru, and resist wind is so I can pass that to Arahabiki. Plus, it's a passive, of course. Yeah, I'm going through these fuses now because this is really really important. I'm breaking down the fuses. It's really really important that you don't pick the wrong moves and stuff like that. All right, now Kinky and Jet Frost makes my girl here Isis. I'm so glad I can use her again. Mazio, taunt. Remember, I used the Rage War by accident. Rage War is actually kind of good, but I don't recommend you take a gamble and turn this into Rage War. So just keep taunt. I just got lucky. Rakunda, important, very very important. Make sure you get this skill right here. And Ice Break, also very very important. I guess you can buy back Jet Frost, but in all honesty, at this point, I'm done with Jet Frost. Unfortunately, see you later, Hee Ho. I'm only gonna use that once, and that's actually where I died in the run because I misclicked. I fucked up. I wasn't paying attention, and I pressed the X button and I attacked, and I got one shotted. Yeah. All right. So after Isis, we're gonna use Kaiwan and Isis
Select.
to make our Habiki. Now this is gonna be like our main persona until we get to Shido's Palace. This guy repels physical attacks, and he's gonna have retaliate in the body. So you already know where that's going.
The skills you'd like to inherit.
All right, so taunt. This is Rage War, but remember it's gonna be taunt. Double shot. This used to be triple down. Rakunda, of course, and resist wind. This is just in case things go wrong with the Norn. And also, if I get outspared by Jataya, or if the shock doesn't fails, but it usually doesn't. But that's just in case it happens. And again, of course, it's a passive, so all I gotta do is scroll down to the bottom and use Raikunda and stuff like that. Arahabiki. And now for this little critter right here. And by the way, my notes here says roll agility. However, that's no longer an issue. I can go ahead and delete that right now. I used to do this to make sure that he outspeeds somebody in my party, but I've changed my route since I put that down, so that's not needed anymore. And this still says triple because I haven't changed that. This is actually double shot. Yeah, that's a double shot, so I can change that right now because I've cut out triple down, sadly. If Haru didn't have triple down, I would not have cut that out. Just let you know. All right, now we're gonna fuse the Arahabiki with the Berth, and we're gonna make this little critter right here,
The skills.
Dekarabia. Give him retaliating body, as tempting as it is to give him crisis control. We're gonna have a defense buff later on, so don't worry about that. Just give him retaliating body because it's very important that he does as much damage as possible to make sure that he doesn't get another turn after that. All right, so I'm gonna give him the two passive, resist yeah, resist wind, no brainwash. And then I'm gonna give him Karn and Raycunda. I don't think Deck Robert actually uses Makara Khan. I just can't think of anything better to give him. But you definitely want to give him Raycunda. That's really important. Not necessarily, it just speeds up a certain fight later on. They nerfed Decurabia, by the way. Before the out of bounds glitch that we use in vanilla, we used to fuse Decurabia because he had Margion and Fire Boost, and we used them to completely fuck over the robots in the Akuma Palace. But they nerfed them. They replaced it with Agudine. So, like I said, I truly think the creators of Persona 5, I truly believe that they were watching our speed runs and making changes according to the things that we were abusing. I mean, I mean, pretty much everything we did in the speed runs got nerfed in some form or another. So there's no other explanation. They had to have been watching our runs and said, okay, we're gonna change this, we're gonna change that, and they also fixed the experience points glitch. And I'm pretty sure only the speedrunners are the one who used it. So yeah, that's funny, but oh well. Now we're gonna buy back our Habaki, Kaiwan, and Isis. And then I'm gonna buy back a Regent. And this is where I make my fourth Regent. As I said, the reason why I'm doing this is so that I don't have to keep going to the menu to switch my sexes around, because every time I do that, sometimes I get all mixed up because you're trying to do it really, really fast. If everybody already has the item that they're gonna use later on, then I ain't gotta do that. All right, and we are out of here. It's time for social links and shopping. Let's just go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Video playback and speed faster. Move faster, video. Faster. Faster. Okay, that's fast enough. All right, so the 21st. Let's just go ahead and start doing more social links. Now that we have Decarabia in our party, we're gonna complete Captain Eisen's social link here. Yeah, I call him Captain Eisen for obvious reason. I mean, look at this guy. He's Captain Eisen. All right, guys, it's time for another shopping spree. 9:22. Okay, so at night, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna sell my shit. So this means the first thing I do is I go to the air shop. This is where we're gonna sell all the loot that we got in Mentos. So I got 70,000 yen here. That's actually a decent amount, but if you get really unlucky, you'll get lower than that. But fortunately, I did get the 50,000 yen from the lottery, so I got a little lucky. A good amount is like 100,000 yen or something like that, but I can make do with this. So we're just gonna go and sell all our stuff. Rainbow thing, I got that in the palace to see how much that's worth, so that's not bad. Yeah, sometimes I'll get some breakables to just pick up some extra cash. Okay, now we're gonna sell all our weapons. Yeah, we shouldn't need these anymore. Just a little more cash. Not okay. You see this baseball jacket? Do not sell that. Don't. Believe it or not, we're actually gonna use this armor later on in the game. And you're probably saying, "What the? Oh, let me move this fucking. You can't see that, can you? Let me see here. Let me move this fucking thing for now. As I was saying, baseball jacket. Do not sell this. We're gonna use that. Sell the dress shirt. We don't need that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Do not sell this. I need that. I don't need the poor battery anymore. I need this. I need that. I need this. I need this. At this point, the atom ring, I don't need anymore, so I'm gonna sell that. Just more cash. Sell your life stones. We don't need this. Okay, now remember these chewing souls? They were 3,000 apiece, and I got 5 of them. So that's what 15,000 yen. As tempting as it is to keep these, we don't need this. By the time I need to restore my SP, I'm going to have 2 more items anyway. Right now, your main concern is money. So you're going to sell that. All of them. Now, remember in Futaba Palace when we got this, the homunculus? Yes, as you see, it sells for 24,000 yen. And this is why we picked it up. We're going to sell that. Now, that's more than enough money to get done what I need to get done here. Okay. Obviously, the amount of money that you have here is going to vary depending on how well mementos went and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so now we're going to go to Makoto here, and we're going to buy that, right? The Mallet. Okay, I did it kind of fast, but I gave her the Mallet, which is agility +2 for females. And when you do that, make sure you don't sell the Zen armor. Hey, you see here it says shell shit, Makoto armor, and now it says buy iron gun. Now, in all honesty, no mercy. If you really want to test your luck, you can actually cut this out if you want to save the money. However, I really don't like risking it. We're only buying this for 1 boss, which we're going to fight very soon. Alright, and now we're done with the shop for a while. Now it says to... Oh, okay, I did that down here, but I wasn't supposed to do that. I did this right here, but I wasn't supposed to do that yet, but oh well. Anyway, now I'm going to collect the mine charges and new camp. We're going to go here. This guy again. Thief mask. Okay, yeah, so he wants thief mask. I bought 2 of them. I bought one so I could trade to him, and I bought the other one so I can use it. So we're going to trade the thief mask, and we're going to get the magic up you folder. Now, this is another item that you can cut out. Actually, no, fuck this. You need this. Yeah, you need this. He's going to give you 2 of them. We only really need to use 1. And make sure you save 1 for the 3rd semester when you're using pancakes and Kasumi. The other one, you're actually free to use this whenever you want. But me personally, I save it for the final boss just so that Kasumi can do massive damage because I like to see that. But in all honesty, the second one, you're free to use it whenever you want to use it. So wherever you see fit, just you use it there. It's probably best used as a backup plan in case one of your allies gets charmed in the fight with the Yagaba. That's probably the best use for it. Alright, so now we're going to go to the Jazz Club. And right here it says Nuke Amp. If I haven't gotten Nuke Amp from Makoto by now, this is when I buy it. Because we're getting ready to use it. Now, the reason why I went out on this day to buy my stuff is because this is another day where the singer is here. So, since I'm already up here in this area buying this stuff right here, instead of going home, I'm going to go to the Jazz Club and I'm going to power up Makoto even more. So she can get more agility and more magic. So that's why I went on this day. And this is when I'm supposed to equip Arahabiki, the Zen armor on me, and give Makoto the nuke amp, and then take Makoto to the Jazz Club. Yeah, see that right there? Okay. Alright, 9:23, we're going to talk to Captain Eisen again. At this point, I just study every night. Yeah, there's nothing here because I'm going to be studying every night until I get rank 5 knowledge. Now, we're going to read this pesky book that we got in Mementos. If you don't read that book, it's going to keep getting it away on these trains, so just go ahead and read it to get it out of the way. All right, so now for Captain Eisen rank 8. Don't worry about the questions at this point. All the knowledge we need will be gotten by studying at home. I was saying, Captain Eisen rank 8. This one's actually pretty long, by the way. I hate this one. This is one of my piss breaks, I think. The fuck is this in my pocket? Oh, that's my box cut up. Take this fucking thing out. See, I'm still studying. Okay, very, very, very important. Whatever you do not forget to do this. When you're in a hurry, it's very easy to forget this. Please, for fuck's sake, don't forget this. I beg of you, do not forget this. I will kill you if you forget this. Not really. You know, some people might call that a death threat. All right, so 9:25. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to the TV. This first part really isn't that important. You can actually craft these. Phantom Thief set. Right here, TV 1. This is going to be 5 smoke screens. I think so. 5 smoke screens and 5 lock picks. We do need those lock picks. If you're good at dodging, of course, you don't need the smoke screens, but whatever. That's a good price for 5 smoke screens and 5 lock picks. We're going to use 4 of those lock picks, I believe. Alright, so after that, go out and go to the jazz club. Take Makoto to the jazz club, and my wish has been granted. On 9:25, you can teach any one of your allies concentrate. And there's absolutely no better person to pick for this than Makoto. Once she gets this, she's just gonna just wreck everything, really. I guess if you want to, you can give it to if you like Haru. I guess you can give it to Haru. There's really no point to giving it to An because An automatically gets it when it's time for her to use it. But yeah, just give it to Makoto. And like I said, Haru's another nice pick for casual play. The reason why we give it to Makoto in a speed run is because we're gonna be doing a lot of technical damage with her new skills and stuff like that. So my wish has been granted. Concentrate on Makoto. I wanted that so much in vanilla. I've been fetishizing about Makoto having concentrate, and boy, is she a badass with concentrate, man. Alright, so now for Captain Eisen rank 9. We're right here on the thing here. I'll just highlight my notes where we are. And it says here to make 5 of these. I don't know if I actually did that. I think I did. Yeah, I do it on this day because it's raining. Apparently, this doesn't work in vanilla or doesn't. But when you make tools on a rainy day, you can actually make 1 more than you normally could. Yeah, I made 4. I don't have the ability to make 5 yet because I haven't ranked up my proficiency. But 4 is all I need, really. I'm making this because I'm gonna use these on a few bosses later on in the game, so don't forget about those. Yeah, there's the rank up right there. Yeah, I would have normally ranked it up to 3 by then. I don't know why I didn't. So oh well. It's no problem. 4 is all I need. It just says 5, but I only need 4. Actually, if they don't fail, I only need 3. But you know, I like to make extras just in case. All right, so there's probably somebody down here, right? Yeah, there he is. This guy. So I'm gonna go upstairs here, and now I'm gonna make my freeze sprays. Yeah, there we go. See, 4 freeze sprays. I think let me see. At this point, I think I only use 1. Yeah, I only use 1, but I'm making 4 just in case I get ambushed or something. And I need, but I'm only gonna use 1, and that's not gonna be till the 3rd semester. Or do I use 1 before then? Let me see. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna use 3 of them. I'm gonna use two in Shiloh's Palace and one in the third semester, but I'm just going to go ahead and make four of them, so I can have them. Yeah, I forgot about Hannah Man. I used to only use one, but that was before I used my dry ices on Moat and the yellow bots. Okay, now that right there, what I just did was I bought three thick parchments. That's actually not in my notes. That's something that I just went ahead and decided to do because I had the money for it. So yeah, I don't normally do that until I'm getting ready to use them, but it was on my mind, so I just went ahead and did it. And I don't know why this is here. Don't know why that's there. Oh, because I used to go to Mementos after this, after the palace. That's why. Because I told you sometimes I want to use Arabic or Deeper than Doctor instead of stun gun. Yeah, I've been going back and forth on how I do things. This route is the one that turned out to be the most consistent one.
What do you want to
Okay, at this point I just study until 10:2, so I can just skip down there for now. Don't send the calling card just yet. We're still preparing and stuff like that. Let me click this fucking thing off so I don't move it by mistake. Okay. Ah, you're back. I probably could have added this part to the last video, but you know. Do 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 do. Now see, remember when I told you that Morgana's gonna be annoying if you don't do those mementos things? If you don't activate those mementos quests, see, every time you go home, he's gonna be like, "Hey, go talk to these people and stuff like that." That's like 1 second every time. I'm telling you, it's going to add up and it's going to get frustrating. Okay, so 10-2, we're gonna go to the shop again. Now, if you right here, this pumpkin ghost set, this is 14,000 yen. However, if you are low on money for whatever reason, you can actually pass this. This is gonna give on fire amp, and in all honesty, she doesn't need this until Shido boss fight. Yes, I'm not gonna use it until then. By the time I get to that, and actually even in that fight, she doesn't need it. By the time I get to that fight, I'll have plenty of money left to buy it and stuff like that. So, but this is a lot cheaper, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy it now. Now that we've done that, we're gonna go up here and visit our trading dude again. Uh, I think this is when I trade the calling the postcard. Yeah. So strawberry daifuku, whatever the hell that says. This is a expendable salvation healing item, and you're gonna get two of them. The main reason why I get this, there are two specific boss fights in which I plan on using this. The first fight is with Obrion in case I get outsped and he uses a dizzy on the party, or if shot fails and he uses dizzy on the party. So the first one's for Obrion, and the second one is for Cert later on in the third turn. With that in mind, don't use these unless you're in those fights, because that's when I plan on using them. Now we're gonna go to the jazz club, and we're gonna go ahead and give on teacher card. Obviously, this is really, really, really important. And we're going to overwrite the Kaja because On's never going to use that. It would have been helpful if I didn't get that Dikaja item in my ramen. Okay, so I got a question, guys. Somebody told me that they made this game based on how people in Japan act. I refuse to believe that because this game has some horrible, horrible people in it. Pretty much every Okay, pretty much every adult in this game is just a total dick to Arab to all the students. I mean, what the fuck, man? Basically, they only took Kasumi to the school because they wanted to they wanted her to make them look good because she can get in first place and stuff like that. But because she got in third place, see, they're not satisfied with that third place. Because she got in third place, they are removing her as an honor student. I mean, come on, man. That has nothing to do with her. I mean, her performance has nothing to do with her being an honor student. That's just wrong. I mean, the adults in this game are some total assholes. All right, let me slow this down because it's Kasumi Awakening, of course. Yes, we're doing this. You may notice that I don't have any notes for these for most of these boss fights is because I got the boss patterns completely memorized. Which reminds me, with that in mind, let me go ahead and write down the stuff here. Okay, so I actually made a minor mistake in this fight because I was in a hurry and I had a brain fart. I used to use a physical mirror here, but I use it on Nui because I don't need the physical mirror here anymore. Kasuma's gonna automatically get the first turn, and like most awakening fights, the new part member has the advantage in battle. So we're gonna knock him down with the blessed attacks. That's so sexy. Mate persona. Baton pass to the MC, and right here I'm gonna do Maracunda because I was in a hurry, but I was supposed to do double shot there. So now I'm gonna do he's gonna get up. See, that's why you do double shot first because sometimes he outspeeds Joker and he gets up. So not only is my double shot gonna be weaker now, but he's up now, so he has a chance to miss. Yeah, that would have did like what? Let me see. That would have did like 400 damage to him if I'd have did it first, but oh well. Anyway, Morgana, if Kasumi is burned, you can try healing her or whatever. Cause I did hit a baton pass again. Not necessarily, but it helps. Back her turn. Koga again. Now I'm gonna baton pass back to the MC. Double shot or triple down. Okay. Now this turn, he usually does a bloodbath here, but there's a rare chance he would do stagnant air instead. He did not use a bloodbath. Now you see his HP there. Ooh, nice pose, Kasumi. I like that. Um, if I had did double shot before, like I was supposed to, he'd be dead right now. Yeah, Kasumi will use the dodge because her agility is so damn high. So yeah. Which reminds me, guys, she must be doing some serious training because she's at 45 right now. And if you look at her list, it says that she learns Brave Blade at level 75. So you're trying to tell me from this palace to the next, she jumped from 45 to 75. She must have went to Mementos and beat the Reaper or something. I don't fucking know. And there we go. All right, as I was saying, you may notice that I don't have the boss strategies for these fights written down because I gotta memorize. However, for your convenience, I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, so wave one, my Garula times two. That's it. Wave. Come on now, I gotta get the wave two. What I do again? Okay, Margion. Concentrate. I use a mind charge. Concentrate mind charge. Uh, my side times two, and my Garu. My Garland. Okay. Wave three. What I do again? Oh yeah. Stun gun. BP MC. My Zeo.
I mean,
BP Haru. Triple. All right. Four. This is a Maracunda gun and Raykunda, Garu, BPMC, and my Garula times two. And wave five. Let me see if I can show you the wave five. There we go. Not 54, five. Fucking piece of shit. Maracunda. Damn, slow down, DK. Maracunda. Uh, okay. Charge Haru. My Tarukaja item. Uh, Curse item, finally. BP Haru. Masai. Masai. Triple. There we go. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, I have this memorized as you see, but for your convenience, I'm gonna write it down so you can see, you know, so you can see the moves and see the combo. But let's get ready to play some music because I'm about to mute the game audio again. Now then. Yeah, but like I said, guys, the adults in this game are just some total assholes. All of them, except for like maybe five of them. Every adult in this game is a total asshole, and I refuse to believe that Japan is like this. This is where I mute the game audio, as you see.
It's time to unveil the hype you've been waiting for. It's time to bring an end to question of who will win. It's us. I used to have that feeling, premonition of falling short. Now I have no fear, sees me to fight it together. I believe we can fly up in the sky. One day we may just be able to touch down on the star. Off the road we have to go. The road is must be shall proceed until the end of the road. There's no turning back for us, 'cause we will never give up.
Okay, guys. So two things you may have noticed that I did there. The first thing I did was I changed my turn order to make sure that wait, I'll show you. The first thing I did was I changed my turn order to make sure that Haru goes last now. That's really, really important because turn order is very important. And the second thing was I picked up those three items in the chest. It's a three Zeo items or 150 damage. We're we're gonna use two of them in this fight, and we're gonna save the third one for Fornios later on the run. So yeah. All right, now in casual play, people hate this fight, and I can understand why. But we're speedrunners, of course, so I mean, I'm not trying to sound like an elitist or anything like that. But once you figure out this fight, you can actually win in 5 minutes. It's not hard at all. It's just that people rely solely on the physical attacks. They don't know how broken triple down is and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, let's go. Just follow this pattern right here.
You can go for a deep countdown starting again. Take him down before it finishes.
Seriously, how useless can you all be? Get in here, Haru, and stuff like that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do
Ooh, not bad, Noir. Persona. You got him, Noir. Right in the weak spot.
The stem thieves.
This'll do. Panther knocked one down. Looking good. You've got this. Not done yet. Here's your chance. Hit him where it hurts. Nice one, Joker. You hit its weakness. Skip the time pass. Persona. No way. Persona, your defense is decreased. Panther, your defense is dropped. You have lower defense right now. Joker, your defense is decreased. Panther knocked one down. Looking good.
Make sure you use Maracunda on the one that had the defense buff. In this case, it was this one right here.
Panther, your defense has dropped. This right? Queen, your defense.
Remember this? Yeah, this is where we use it. Remember these? The cursed items back in Kamoshida Palace? Yeah. Remember that? Alright.
Looking good. Don't get up on yet. Taking action. Touch them, Melody. You got him, Noir. Right in the weak spot. Persona.
Okay. So, remember I said last time that if Futaba is a god in Mementos, you might not be able to afford this Matsuri Kaja item? In your case, if that happens, what you would do is, after Maracuna is in charge on Haru, what you would do then is you would use the MC's turn to have Kaiwan use Sai on one of them. Then you would baton pass to Makoto and have her use Matsuri Kaja normally. After that, have on throw the curse item, but make sure that you change the target to the one that's standing up and not the one that you just knocked down. So that's the backup plan in case you don't have the Matsuri Kaja item because Futaba skipped like 30 floors, which is a good thing. Well, it could be a bad thing because it means you might be low on money and low on items and stuff like that. Those of you who follow you notice that on used Garu instead of air cannon. I did that because to save money and save a little time, and plus I like watching Common Cat spells, so I use the breeze ring now instead of an air cannon right here. So yeah, that's why I gave her the breeze ring way back there in Futawa's palace when I was changing her equipment, just so I could use it here. this this is why I like speedrunning, guys. You might do something like this right here. This is why I like speedrunning a game this long, because you might do something and it won't come into play until like 10 hours later. That's kind of cool. I really like that. I like that. It's fun. I like that. All right, now for this guy right here. All right, so uh, first thing we're gonna do is Maracunda. Now, this is where we need a little bit of luck. He seems to have a small amount of defense against this, but not a whole lot. I only have one stun gun, so that's just my fault for not making any more. But I do have a Joker's gun thing. We're gonna do a stun gun. Okay, so if that stun gun doesn't hit, instead of doing what I'm doing now, which is my Garulu, you want to try using either another stun gun, or you want to use Joker's gun to shoot him 4 times and try to stun him that way. If you don't stun him after this, it's just really 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 bad luck. The chances of that happening is very slim, and I don't have any contingency plans for that as of now. But I guess I should start making them, so in case it happens. But I did stun him, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my Grula to make sure he dies. Now, this is the sole reason why we bought the No Mercy gun for On. The reason why we're using On for this because On has 12 bullets. And you are not gonna shoot this guy 12 times while he's shocked and not knock him down. If you shoot him 12 times and you don't knock him down, then you've got the worst luck in the galaxy. It'll do almost 700 damage. And now, yes, here we go. I love this. Sorry about that, guys. Oh yes, okay. So Makoto does about 22,000 damage, as you saw. Um, if you don't increase her magic, she will do like 1,800 or just under 2,000, and then he'll live with like a smidge of health, and then he'll start taking turns and stuff like that. We don't want that happening. We don't want that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and switch the ices here to heal Haru. Oh, shit, excuse me. Go ahead and heal Haru since Haru, did triple down twice. Make sure she's at full health. All right, why does she stand like this? She's so fucking hot. All right, Tarunda, you're doing this to make absolutely sure that no one dies here, because that'll slow you down. All right, so we just picked up these. Where the fuck are they? There they are. We just picked up these right here. We're gonna use two of them. The reason why we're doing this instead of doing like Frey and Sai and stuff like that is because unlike the robots before her, you can actually miss this thing. Yeah, she can avoid your attacks, unfortunately. And as you know, I don't like missing, so I'm just gonna toss these right here, and it takes exactly two of these to trigger the final thing here. Enjoy, huh? Hyrule should attack Haru. Enjoy. Sacrifice order. And when I saw this, I said, okay. In the original game, I felt kind of bad for Kumura, but not anymore. Don't forget that a palace shows you exactly what's on a person's mind. The fact that he would sacrifice his own flesh and blood daughter before he loses his company is just fucking sadistic. I told you the adults in this game are just evil, man. They just some evil people. Anyway, the reason why you want to finish that fight with Isis is so that she gains some levels. Hopefully, she'll get some magic. I don't think her magic matters. The reason why you're doing it is so we can remove this right here.
Better keep up.
As nice as Hammond is, it will get in the way later on. So we're not gonna learn that. We're gonna learn Hammer Boost. The only reason why we're learning Hammer Boost is because it's a passive, which means it won't show up on the screen there. And plus, my hammer is also gonna get in the way. So just get rid of that. Morgana sucks, of course. Fire boost, naturally you want to get this. Get rid of my Agi. We don't need that anymore. Counter strike. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this because it's another passive, and I'm gonna run some tests. I'm pretty sure that it doesn't stack with counter, but you know, it doesn't hurt to try. Marfrela, obviously, get rid of Vodka Blast or whatever.
Cool. I'll give it a try.
Go home, Futaba. No, no, you can stay now because you've been a good girl in this route. All right, guys, and that was the Akuma Palace. Yeah, so like I said, a lot of people really, really hate that fight, but it's actually very, very easy and very, very fun. Let me back up a little bit here. Let me let me explain that. Okay, it's the one after this. Let me make sure I show you again because it's actually very, very important. I didn't stop the video because you know I like to watch this fight. As I was saying, this wave right here, this one specific wave is the reason why we made Fuki and got wind boost because of this wave. Because what happens is he buffs up one of them with defense like this. So in this case, he used this one. Make sure that you use Maracunda on the one he buffed up. So make sure you're paying attention so you see who it is and stuff like that. This is why we gave Makoto Maracunda. Like I said, if you want to use Yusuke, you can. Because Yusuke will take his turn between An and Haru here. So if you want to use Yusuke, that's fine. And instead of doing let me see, yeah, where's the fuck? Okay, Yusuke right here. So instead of a mind charge, you do charge with Yusuke. Okay. I love explosions. That gun attack, you have to do this in order to do enough damage to kill them. If you don't do that gun attack, they live with like 10 HP and stuff, which is really frustrating. All right, so notice how I did a Raikkoon on this one. That's really, really important. Make sure you kill that one. And there's the breeze ring I use instead of the air cannon. Yeah, this is where people start to hate this fight in Kaza Run, so that's why I'm breaking it down. Yeah, that wave is really frustrating, so I'm glad that I was able to wrap that. Alright, this is another wave that people hate. So that Dekaja right there is the sole reason why we got this. So in the event he uses that, we got a backup plan, Dekaja. But we're gonna use it anyways because so it'll link over to the bot boss thing. Maracunda. Again, this will be Yusuke if you're using Yusuke, so that's fine. Okay, so the strength up thing. We used to use Sentinel because he learns charge. We used to use it. We used to use it for this soul wave right here, but I routed in the strength up things. And because I cut out triple down for the MC, I have to give it to her. I have to use it on Haru now. This is why she's using the Regan R instead of the Regan. Now, in all honesty, if you use the regular Regan, it'll usually do enough damage, but I'm not taking any chances. Here's the Mature Kaja item. As I said, if you don't have enough flower points and mementos to buy this, what you would do is instead of this, you Sai on one of them, and then you baton pass to Makoto, and then you have her cast the Mature Kaja that we gave her way back there for Kanashiro. Then you target on. You have on throw this curse item, and as you see, it automatically targets the one we hit last time. So make sure that you change targets to one that's up, like that. and then you just baton pass to Haru. And like I said, I think this is why they made sure that Haru couldn't learn charge because if Haru could learn charge, she would be just really destructive. Yeah, see, that's why they didn't want Haru to have charge because with charge, she's broken. Now, she can get charged legitly if you get the will seeds in Shido's palace. So yeah, that's the thing. I might do that for fun one day because charge on Haru is just really 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 fun. All right, guys, I do believe that's gonna do it for this episode. Next time we're gonna go to Size Palace. See you then. Take it easy. DK out.